alive and alert on the north side of the dirt. 'Tis me and we together doing blurred stuff and black comic fan stuff here on this channel. If you are digging what a brother shoveling, put some dirt in my bucket, meaning comment, like, subscribe, and share this page right here, hither and thither, wherever you may travel. Say, hey, you know that brother D real. He kind of a middle-aged gentleman with a nice looking gray and black goatee and glasses, and he looks very studious and intelligent and doggone it, sometimes, most of the time, 99% of the time, all of the time, he knows what he's talking about. So go give him a sub. Hello out there, and I see you, but I don't want you to see me land. Hello there. I've only been on for 90 seconds or so don't get too carried away, all right? Stick around. Literally, don't get carried away. Stick around. I am going to bring you some talk topics. Some of them might be hot topics with hot takes, but I want y'all to know it is all coming. It is all coming from a place of edutainment. I want you to know better. I want you to be able to understand the difference between saying what you believe and pushing a narrative. You know what I'm saying? A narrative feels more like I got to get you to do what I want you to do versus me telling you what I did. And if that makes sense to you, you could do that too. Okay. Don't ever feel pressured into doing anything. Because if you got to do anything under pressure, 9 times out of 10, it's getting ready to have a bad outcome. Let's say, hey, hello, and see who is in the building. My man, Groovy, always faithful. I appreciate you. I'm going to get you something, Groovy, because you are such a consistent individual in the comments. I appreciate people like you, Groovy. Keep on keeping on, my guy. Great in the building. Another action figure digger. He digs action figures like we do. Everybody who digs action figures, say what up to Gray because he's on his way being an action figure digger. I dig action figure diggers that dig action figure diggers because we're a breed. You know what I'm saying? Mothers just they don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? I don't see how you have that much disposable income. If you drink alcohol and you have a wine cellar, STFU. If you smoke cigars and you have a cigar bar and or a huge complement of cigars, STFU. It's about what you choose to collect. This is Thursday, so it's not a vibe. Great in the building. My brother Theo in the building. Theo B, what is going on, bruh? We gonna do it tonight. Please believe it. Nancy. Greetings and salutations. And Paul Martin in the building. The living, breathing yang. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay. The conversationalists is in the building. Okay, so we're gonna have some conversation about some things. Y'all like, what is he talking about? It seemed, before I get off into what I'm gonna get off into. Let me just real quick. I just want to touch on it real quick. I'm hitting quit it. Promise. Don't engage stupidity. I can't say that enough. Don't engage ignorance. When you engage stupidity, that takes energy. When you engage ignorance in any other way but to correct it, you're raging against a storm. Ignorance is infinite. Do you understand? Ignorance is infinite, but we do not have to engage the infinite. We choose to. That just came up out of me. I don't know why, but that's where I'm at with it. Okay, look here, y'all. Happy Freedom Day. Let me get that out the way. Happy Freedom Day. If y'all were in Theo's live earlier today, I don't want to rehash or go over anything as far as reflection, but I want to hit another R. Remember why you celebrate Juneteenth and that you can. Because there was a time when you couldn't. People who are angry about Juneteenth, 9 times out of 10, Juneteenth ain't for their ass anyway. You see the shirt I got on. People don't like, I get approached in the grocery store when I wear this shirt. I like it. Not because it gives me the opportunity to roast people, but because it gives me the opportunity to educate them. Okay? Because a lot of discolored people don't know nothing about Juneteenth. Number one, they don't care to. Number two, it ain't for them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to celebrate Yom Kippur. It's a holiday. It's not for me. I'm not mad about that. I'm not trying to celebrate Hanukkah. It sounds cooler. It lasts longer than Christmas. But then I'm into Kwanzaa anyway, so if I choose not to celebrate Hanukkah, nobody's mad at me. Mainly because I'm not Jewish. But there are a few holidays I choose not to celebrate or observe. It doesn't mean I hate the people that do celebrate that holiday or I'm jealous of the people who celebrate that holiday. It just means it ain't for me. And people who say you celebrate Cinco de Mayo, do you know what Cinco de Mayo is? You know what? I'm not going to take up precious minutes of the show educating you about Cinco de Mayo. You have a smart device. Look it up. If you are celebrating Cinco de Mayo, you should understand that it is more than just drinking and eating Mexican food. I'll just leave that right there. Anyway, who else is in here? Say, hey, Maxine Shaw, attorney at law. One of my favorite people. One of my favorite characters. Erica Alexander is pretty cool too. Anyways, I don't wanna be a dead horse because I know y'all got y'all dose of Juneteenth talk over on my man Theo's page. So like I said, I don't want to be a dead horse. Just remember why you're doing it. if there are festivities or functions going on in your city, whatever it is, take part in it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the way they do Juneteenth here in Alaska is great because my friend Jasmine, she spearheads it and she puts everything together. She starts organizing Juneteenth shit in like January. You know what I'm saying? So when June hit, it's in stride. So every year, for like the past 2 or 3 years, and shouts out to my girl Jasmine if she's watching. But every year they have like a nice little celebration. Only thing though, other than merchandise, like at a Juneteenth, at least the June, and Maxine Shaw in here, and a proud Texas Juneteenth celebrator all her life, can tell you, I don't know how they do it in Texas, but in Kansas City, you have vendors, products, shirts, things, blah, blah, blah. But the barbecue is free. The food was free. They didn't charge you for food. You just came there. You bought what you wanted to buy. You listened to some good music. You saw some cultural stuff. So you heard some bands play, that kind of a thing. And they fed you. That was what Juneteenth was for me. Like, the earliest I could remember is like 82, because I was in middle school, 8th grade going to the 9th grade. So Juneteenth was a celebration. You know what I'm saying? Because you got the historic district in Kansas City on 18th and Vine. You got the Negro League Baseball Museum and the Jazz Museum, right? Well, actually, they one museum, and you pay to go on either side. You see the jazz or you see the baseball stuff, Negro baseball stuff, and it's right there on Vine. And then they got a juke joint, and I think Sean Edwards is doing like the Black Theater over there, where they don't show nothing but like Black movies and whole Black events and stuff. 18th and Vine is a pretty big deal because it's an historic district in Kansas City, and that's where they have the Juneteenth. And it was like, I mean, at least back then, I don't know how it is now. I had to hit up some of my people in KC and find out, because I ain't been to a KC Juneteenth in a minute. But I mean, and if you was lucky, somebody famous might show up. You know what I'm saying? So other than that, or local famous people, like people on the radio be there. You're like, oh, I recognize your voice, you blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? So it was like that kind of thing. So see, there, I did it. I just did the R. I remembered a particular occasion that I looked back with, with fondness. You know what I mean? With happiness and gladness. You know what I mean? So for me, Juneteenth, now that it's a federal holiday, I don't feel like it's something I have to defend anymore. Not that I won't advocate for it, but I don't feel like I have to defend it anymore. You see what I'm saying? Because it's done. Shut up. You know what I'm saying? Unless y'all gonna repeal the holiday or whatever. I heard talk of that, but they don't want those kinds of problems. You know what I'm saying? So, again, remember, man, remember the good shit. Remember the good things. Remember, and in this particular political climate, remember, we know suffering already. I can't emphasize that enough. You know what I'm saying? Like how we of Gen X, we like to brag about how we grew up on mayonnaise sandwiches and when we were sick, wasn't enough Robitussin, put water in and shake it up, make Motussin, that kind of a thing. Okay, we can show you now, because there are conditions and situations going on right now where you're going to have to live it. You know what I mean? You ain't just going to be talking about it. Oh, I remember back when. Nah, you ain't going to have to remember back when. You might be doing it again real soon. You know what I'm saying? You might be looking for that hamburger helper. I mean, yeah, just, you know what I'm saying. But we are resilient. We overcome. We overcome. All right. Speaking of overcoming, there's a lot of moving parts. There's a lot of moving parts to this right here. Okay. First question. I mean, let's just get to it. I ain't got no reason to hold back. First question. Why do, and no shade towards anybody Jewish or Israel, why do we love Israel so much? I'm not telling you not to. I'm asking a question. I get edutained here sometimes too, you know. Why do we love Israel so much? Why is Israel so great, quote unquote? What did they do for us, or what did we do for them that made it like we gonna be homies for life? What is that? Anybody? It's not a rhetorical question. I'm dead ass serious. What did we do historically? What did they do for us, or what did we do for them that made us such staunch ass allies, and we gonna go blowing shit up on their behalf, or pledge to blow shit up, telling folks to surrender unconditionally? What's in Israel that if Iran did get a nuke and shoot it at their ass, what are we losing? And I don't mean to sound callous and cruel about it, but it helps me understand the strategy, if there even is a strategy to dealing with this. Israel is the beachhead for white supremacy in the Middle East. That makes so much sense. Okay, that it would be very understandable by why we would want to go over into that theater of operations and defend that region. Okay, all right. Guilt for entering World War II so late. What was to be gained in World War II? See, that instead of thinking with your patriot brain, you go and think with your capitalist brain. And they capitalist brains told them, shit, ain't nothing to gain over there fucking with Adolf Hitler. We gonna sit right here. Little did we know, Japanese creeping in our back window on a Sunday morning. So I guess we don't want to make that mistake again. Mario said they do the will of America in the region. That sums it up for me. I can go and dig the particulars out and figure that all out. But okay, they are America's tool. Got it. Okay. All right. So you would want to defend your bottom bitch in the region? There, I had to make it street so I could understand. Okay, Israel is the bottom bitch, and you got to protect your bottom B. Otherwise, all the bees that follow the bottom B you will soon have a graveyard instead of a harem. Got it. Okay. And traditionally, all countries that contain brown-skinned people have been bad, i.e., enemies of America. Am I am I am I tracking so far? And I get it. In Tehran, Iran, they are not all brown, but a lot of them are. A lot of them are. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be because of the sun in the region or because of the melanin in your blood, you're a little darker than the average person if you live in that region. So we pick on people in this country. We pick on people that live in brown skinned countries and or have resources we'd like to plunder. That's what I've seen since the Reagan era. That's when I was old enough to become, actually understand political, what's the word I'm looking for? Political positioning. You know what I'm saying? Strategize. And when I started to understand, that country's not doing that because that country cares about that country. That country is doing that because, we in here now. We came here to defend you. You know what I'm saying? And they standing in front of you. But then when all of the fighting's over, they turn around and look at you like, where are those resources now? Like Palpatine in Star Wars. We're like Palpatine. We put the clone army there. Now that the clone army has mashed the opposition in that region, well, shit, since we here, ain't no sense in reconquering the region since we done conquered it, so let's just plunder it now. So, we about to go to war, or we talking about going to war, because our bottom B in that region is being threatened. Okay, let me just encapsulate this situation into something everybody here can very easily and readily understand. I wish I had the clip. I played the clip. But here's the thing. How many people have seen the Mac with Max Julian, Richard Pryor, Roger E. Mosley? That Mac. Yeah. Okay. It's the story of a pimp. The rise of a pimp to prominence. Okay. I personally, if we talk about pimp movies, I personally prefer Willie Dynamite because that is a more realistic depiction of what goes on with a pimp. Anyway, there's this scene in the pool hall. If you done seen the Mac, you know which scene I'm talking about in the pool hall. When China Doll walks in, because Pretty Tony talking about China Doll about to bring him a gang of money because he getting his ass whooped at the pool table. Israel is Pretty Tony. Iran is Goldie. And Russia and China are China Doll. Hey, Mr. Pretty Tony. You know the name of the game. Your bitch just chose me. Now, we can handle this like some gentlemen, or we can get off into some gangster shit. And there you have it. And if Israel and America keep it up, Iran, China, and Russia is going to make us stick ourselves. That, ladies and gentlemen, is where I'm going to lead at. because it is what it is, and anybody who don't like it, I'm sorry. Let me check the comments. I like to check the comments fairly frequently. Oh, Grand Madam Tarot, hello, how are you, darling? Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome to the Thursday Live. Geopolitics. Yeah, that is exactly what it is. Geopolitics. Pimping if you don't understand. It's all about what I can get you to do for me, and you don't get nothing out of it. Is that geopolitics in a nutshell? Sounds a lot like pimping to me. The coat hanger is my army. I got a hotter coat hanger than you do. If you know pimpology and the pimpistics behind it, you understand everything I'm saying. And you can relate the analogy to what's going on over there in the Middle East. Facts on facts on facts. Kamoyo said that's what happened to Africa. That's what happened to the indigenous people over the Americas. Trump ain't doing anything. China pulled up with ships, and Russia confirmed there are Russian scientists in the nuclear facilities in Iran. Taco! Taco! He looks very Pussy in the World Theater. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I know from a financial standpoint, the dollar done slipped as far as value. And thank your boy for that again. As far as the gold standard is concerned. Dollar bill, slip. Go ahead and check it out. I ain't got time to go through all of that, but trust and believe. When you want to look it up, go and look it up. But yeah, this is a good place. This is a real good place. I'm enjoying this. Interesting that a certain country has never had members of or ex-members of their intelligence portrayed as bad guys in fiction. Shady at times, rarely portrayed as evil. God's people. Whatever. Navy SEAL DJ Shipley talked about how they were on an op, discovered the target was a Russian asset, and were made to stand down by Trump himself. Had they went ahead, it would be World War III. Like I said, Pussy. Meow. My tenant in my building, she's got a little cat named Cocktail. Cocktail is such a pussy. In both ways. I can do that. Can I do that? I just did. Okay. Let's move on to some stuff we can really not see eye to eye on. I'm having fun tonight. Let's pick. Well, you know what? Perfect segue into this. August 5th, 2023. Because it's Juneteenth, I feel like I need to mention this because our energy is in the right place for it. Of course, I'm talking about that right there. What did we call it? The Montgomery boat brawl. The Montgomery sweet tea party. There are dozens. There are dozens. But I think I like the Montgomery Sweet Tea Party because of the play on words and because of the cultural significance. And of course, the symbols of this joyous occasion are the black baseball cap and the white folding chair. Or you could have a black folding chair, whichever one works for you. Look for me to put up. Never mind. I ain't gonna tell you. I'm gonna just do it on August 5th so everybody can be like, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. But I ain't gonna tell you how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna do that. But I think for me, it was I can't lie. It was a day that I was mad proud of. And I was mad proud of it because we did that. You know what I'm saying? We did. We said, y'all, that is what standing together feels like. That right there. That's what it feels like. When you stop punking out and stop worrying about getting arrested and just say, I'm for the cause, viva la casa, that's what you get. Wasn't nobody scared that day. It didn't look like. Didn't nobody look scared. You know what I mean? Everybody looked like, man, this is for Selma, Alabama, down the road back in the 60s. And folks were striking like that. No more racial BS against blacks in Alabama. We have had enough. We about to beat the living dog crap out of y'all so that y'all understand, drunk or sober, that BS will not be tolerated in Montgomery. And that's what happened, y'all. A hat was thrown in the air, and basically throwing that hat in the air was the equivalent of tightening his shield up and saying Avengers Assemble. And they just came through the porthole, out of the water, out of the sky, everywhere, just knocking the dog crap out of white people. Even white people didn't do nothing. Damn it, you shouldn't have been standing down there and being white. That's what you get, trying to be nosy. Hit in your damn mouth with a chair. That's the problem. Oh, you're beating up a black man's wife. Got it. Oh, you ain't going to be able to do that for very long. My man picked up that chair and was like, any and everybody who ain't dark can get it. And they got it. Oh, and you know, the aftermath of the Sweet Tea Party was beautiful too. You know what happened at the end of the Sweet Tea Party? Black people were staring at white people in handcuffs. Okay. That's not the top of the epilogue. The top of the epilogue is after the Caucasian people who didn't get arrested finished getting their asses kicked, they went to a nearby hospital in Montgomery. Guess what it was full of? Yes, you're right. Us. And they became concerned because they was like, hey, we were just down here at the park or at the boat yard. We had our asses kicked by a bunch of black people. Are you going to do the same to us? And the black people in the hospital said, hey, Miss Karen, you lumped up pretty good there. It's my job, and many of these doctors, because they took an oath to do so, to do no harm. Now, we will heal your white wounds, but we can't do nothing about your white hairs. These people opted to He's on down the road to the white people hospital. And that's what I heard, since we love to tell people what we heard online, about August 5th, 2023. Y'all tell me what y'all thought y'all saw. Y'all thought y'all saw when y'all saw what y'all thought y'all saw. Wait. Gray's on one. Hold up. Gray's on one. What'd he say? Gray said the Birmingham Avengers. They came all the way from Birmingham. They assembled from Birmingham all the way to Montgomery. Yeah, we showed up. We showed up and showed out. He said they assembled like a... Hey, didn't have to tell nobody nothing. Oh, and dude, the guy that worked there, he was handling like 4 or 5 of them by himself, piecing them up. Man, don't tell me nothing about the resilience of us. You know what I mean? He said the Montgomery Avengers. I've been drinking. Okay. He said that was gangster. Period, dog. That was some beautiful stuff, man. That was some beautiful stuff. That was some beautiful stuff to see, man. I wish they could have had like a 30-minute special on that shit. I'd have watched a half hour of that. Unfortunately, it did not go on for an hour and a half because, number one, I guess everybody there had been knocked out inside a span of like 5 minutes. So you ain't gonna get much footage. You know what I mean? Most of the footage was watching my man, I forget the brother's name, but I'm gonna just call him Aquaman, jumping in the water and swimming with clothes on, and still had hands for folks when he got to the dock. Boy, I don't know what y'all young folks is taking. Goodness. That's true, Kamoyo. But they wasn't just beating up, because the drunk family got on the boat and they they thought they were safe on the boat. Like, oh my God, hurry up. I get it. Yeah, we gotta start the engine. And they was on top of them. Because they didn't think they were gonna come in the boat. They on the boat. Hey, this is my boat and this is my fist. Oh my goodness, man. Oh my goodness. Say the hat signal. The hat signal went up and the Black Avengers flew down. Somebody did a meme. They drew the portals, had them coming out of the portals. Oh my God. Oh yeah, I played it a couple times. I put it on the TV. Yeah. Look at this, baby. They get pieced up. I love it. I got my Burn Plantation Burn shirt coming to. Well, excuse me, Burn Plantation Burn hoodie. I got that on the way, so I will rock that when that gets here. Millions. What's good with ya? Kamoyo said, only been in 2 brawls in my life. Once on the block as a kid and once at a metal concert with some Nazi wannabes tried to attack my boy Jason because apparently they have never seen a Japanese dude. I pray he knew karate, Kamoyo, or something where he could just beat the swastika off of him. Brawls. I have been in I've been in 6 brawls, but I only actively participated in 3 of them. Hola, Wakanda Pantero. Happy Freedom Day to you, sir. We are chilling like villains to rock with me nations on station, and we placing conversation in this situation. Oh, real quick. Boom. Montgomery, Alabama, brawl 2023. If you like it. Montgomery, Alabama, 2023. Brawl if you like it. I think I might make a t-shirt available in my store. Once I get it up. I'm about to get it up. I think I want to have it up by this weekend. I got a whole bunch of time this weekend. I'm going to be sitting. So membership will be up. Y'all make sure y'all look for that sometime like late Saturday or Sunday. I'm going to have a lot of time Saturday. So yeah, look for it maybe late Saturday. I just had a membership thing up. Y'all get a look at that and join up, because I'm gonna have some real ones, and then we're gonna have the realists, and Rock With Me Nation gonna be on station. Look here, y'all. Question. Did you ever notice 2 out of 3 Disney specials contain women? Was this part of their ploy to be more diverse? Or was it something that got taken out of context? We need more diversity. Okay, we need more diversity. Diversity isn't just women. We got the black man right there, but could we get some more of that? No. Don't get me wrong. I love little Iman Vellani. I love her. She is absolutely adorable, but she's a tool. And I mean that not in a mean-spirited way. I mean that in the sense of I'm female and I'm Pakistani. So I'm doubling down. If you don't give me my due, if you don't give me my shine, I'm going to cry foul. Okay. That and the series was poorly done. Get a child stretching powers. Let her have her stretching powers. You took away her freaking battle cry, for crying out loud. Okay. Why you make it Crystal? It can't be 2 stretching heroes in the MCU. It can't be her and Mr. Fantastic. You got Plastic Man and Elongated Man in DC. Why we can't have 2 stretching characters? What was wrong with that? Nah, but then, you know what I'm saying, she doubled down and we had them. You know what I'm saying? So they were just popping up everywhere. They was popping up in movies. They was popping up on TV. They were just everywhere. They was everywhere. They were everywhere. Everywhere? Everywhere. Look at that. And lest we forget, that one kicked it all off. Yeah, it's called WandaVision, but it's Wanda's vision. You see what I did there, right? It was Wanda's vision. You know what I'm saying? That's all that show was about. That's all that show was about. Her, that lady, right there. Hence the name, I guess. But you understand what I'm getting at. Girls, 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 and more girls. I think Yeah, as my man Theo like to say, you might have overcooked the grits. You overcooked them grits. You overcooked the hell out of them grits. Okay? You don't, if when people say they want diversity and then you go all the way over here in an attempt to make things diverse, you're just doing the same thing on the other side. You're not balancing the scale. You're just making it do this. That's what you're trying to get. So don't get a nice little balance in between. And then people could be like, all right, I see what you're doing. Okay. But you keep bringing in stuff like this. The quality's got to improve, y'all. You keep bringing out stuff like that. You keep bringing out stuff like this. The quality, I love her as an actress. I love her as a person that's differently abled. But that wasn't what we was asking for. On God, that wasn't what we was asking for. Now, I hear a lot of y'all out there. I hear you. You think I don't hear you, but I do hear you. I do hear you. I do. Now, arguably, these roles open doors in ways that we saw a potential for growth. Right? Maybe. No. Do you care? Not really. All right, point blank. If you was gonna make a damn special about somebody who's off the beaten path, why didn't we get the rest of her story? That seemed like that would have been interesting. That seemed like that would have had some action in it. Guess we ain't gonna get that story. And there was and what at the end wasn't she putting together a criminal, the 10 ring organization herself, and that would have been perfect. She could have dipped down to Madripoor. You could have seen her during all of that. It linked up with Agent 13, bruh. Y'all, but you don't read comic books, so you don't understand continuity, how that works. That's how that works. Okay. Would that not have been a character to make a Disney special? And they was talking and they was yip-yapping about it, and now there's gonna be an Okoye special, and now there's gonna be an Okoye special. Okoye special cancel. Okay. Maybe, just maybe, it's the Dora that they want to make a special about that people ain't feeling. Gotcha. What about her? Honestly, if I'm being honest, that should have been the top Dora. If we talking about top Dora, who's supposed to be the top Dora? Right? Okay. Then on top of that, she's fine and a complete badass. You know, very rarely can women pull off bald-headed and sexy. She does it well. Now, we don't want to see her because she's sexy. We want to see her because of that scene right there in Captain America Civil War. That's why we want to see her. I wanted to see her take them heels off and run that fade on Natasha. I mean, it might have been a fight, whatever, but she didn't look like she couldn't fight. You know what I'm saying? And you the bodyguard for the Black Panther? You got to have hands. But we didn't get to see that. At least not cinematically. Oh, that's right. You were too busy giving us stuff like Echo and getting us to trip on Sylvie and characters like that. And it's like, who? Oh, that's the female Loki. Oh, and you know what I'm saying? So it's like, find some good projects to make some shit into. Why y'all? Who asked for half of that stuff? And then now you got Ironheart. And I've been hearing it all. Did you ask for Ironheart? Did you ask for Ironheart? I didn't ask for it. Sound like y'all popping. Y'all popping off. Y'all popping off in the comments. Y'all popping off. It was a superficial cash grab because white women are the biggest buying demo for Disney. Okay. I think the most honest take I say is he doesn't know what he's doing. As Dee Steezel would say, they tried to copy all new, all different from the comics, but it failed there first. Point. It's more of female characters that aren't interesting. A Monica Rambeau or Daughters of the Dragon series would have done better. Heck, a Storm series that doesn't involve Wolverine's penis would work. Okay. There are folks that were feeling a Jimmy Woo Darcy X-Files type show. Disney's talking about diversity, yet they can't even put Blade in anything. We don't even know when the game is coming out. His movie is stuck in development hell for some reason. But you're saying diversity. I feel you, Millions. I feel you. Shang-Chi's sister and a little-known assassin by the name of Elektra Nachios. They left her dangling from Daredevil storylines. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Got a lot of dangling storylines. They just, left them dangling. Dangling. All that Wakanda crap died when you off T'Challa. Can't tell him nothing, bruh. Can't tell him nothing. Are we ever going to see Sharon Carter again? Don't know. Don't care. And the Koei special would have been Ayo, Annika, and Shuri's story combined as one. Boo. Boo. Don't nobody want. Give them their shine, damn it. She would have whooped her brakes off of Natasha. I wanted to see it though. I wanted to see it so bad because she was in her face like it was finna be a heavyweight bout. Like, move or you will be moved. And yeah, I would have wanted. I want to see that fight. And say Aya would need to take off the heels to beat Natasha. I see that we all agree that Aya was about to put hands on her. Oh. Ha! No hair to pull. Already at an advantage. Io versus Natasha would have been 3 hits. Io hitting Natasha, Natasha hitting the floor, then Natasha hitting the floor again for a little nap. Huh. Damn. Io versus Black Canary. Perhaps I will tell that story in action figure form. Stay tuned. I'm tempted to watch Ironheart. Shame on you. Nah, you on your own, Millions. Ain't nobody trying to watch no Ironheart. Tell us how it was, bruh. Tell us how it was. However, what you should be watching, or more accurately, why do I keep doing that? Reading is that book right there. How many of y'all went out and bought your Bloodletter when Theo told you to? Didn't do it, did you? Didn't do it, did you? Well, fear not. You can still order issue number 1 of Image Universe title Bloodletter by the Joseph Illidge, who will be on Friday Vibing, this very channel, right here tomorrow. You don't want to be left out. You want to be part of the conversation. You want to know more about Tasha Thornwall. You want to know more about those freaky tattoos she got. You want to know more about that freaky blaze she packing. You want to know why she got a man on for Al Simmons. Well, a lot of those questions will get answered in issue number 1. So I see somebody say they got it. Pick it up. Read the damn thing. Be ready. It'll be a quiz tomorrow called Friday Vibing. Let's see what we're doing here. Yep, we're passing on Ironheart. Grace say reading Bloodletter tonight. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, again, make sure y'all tune in. Joseph Illidge, me and Theo, vibing. Guaranteed to be LIT. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of good knowledge being dropped, a lot of good engaging conversation going on, man. So y'all gonna be mad. Y'all gonna be mad if y'all miss it. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying. Her latest version is at Ollie's in regard to Ironheart. Anyway, Bloodletter will be a doozy. Gonna definitely get the trade when it comes out. Grand Madam say I'm tripping because Amazon is giving me only odd numbered issues of Ultimate Black Panther. Get it on eBay then, Grand Madam. They have everything on eBay. Yes. It is super cool, bro. I am confident that you will enjoy it. Confident you will enjoy it. Also, too, whilst I am thinking about it, let me get this thing that I want to tell y'all about. I got some comics today, y'all. I got some comics. I'm going to tell y'all something. I'll be dead ass honest with you. The amount of comics I am going to my LCS and getting are becoming smaller and smaller. He say, just noticed Spawn. Oh, well, wait till you get in. You know what? I'm shut up. Y'all go buy the book, man. Y'all go buy the book. Speaking of Image, I'm going to go ahead and do a shameless plug, which will also be a segue into the next thing that I want to talk about. And that is Battle Beast. Y'all, did y'all know? Where is mine? I cannot. Where is my issue number 1? Well, anyway, Oh, it might be in here. Comic books is trying to attack me. Okay. Nope, not there. But anyway. Oh. Yeah, we'll get back in. Anyway. Battle Beast, issue number 2. If you have not picked up Battle Beast number 1, go get that. If you have not watched the Battle Beast video on my page here, you need to do that too. Battle Beast. Battle Beast is a cross between Guy Gardner, Lobo, and a Savage Wolverine. Not necessarily strength levels, because he's got crazy strength level. He's gotta be at least 85, 95 ton level. 95 ton level. Maybe if you're going at it with Thrag, 100 tons, right? But then again, he did get turned into a toga. So that being as it may, this is a retroactive series. It's a flashback series, because I don't want to spoil it for y'all that love Battle Beast and love watching him on the series, because he is an entire fool. And I love the fact that he's voiced by Michael Dorn. That is the perfect voice for him. Worf from Star Trek The Next Generation. That is the perfect voice for Battle Beast. And the way Worf talks when he's, as Battle Beast. But yeah, he's got his own series of his retroactive adventures. Up to, I don't know what it's up to, but I know if you watch my video, this series opens up at the scene when Battle Beast showed up and they was whooping the Global Guardians' ass. And, Mark was laid out and everybody was laid out, and he like, oh, y'all ain't no challenge, and just threw him and left. That's where this story begins. And I don't want to spoil it for you, but if you ain't watched this video, I'm not going to spoil it for you. But Battle Beast is truly a beast. And I mean that in both ways. Battle Beast is a beast when he's fighting, and Battle Beast is just an actual beast. that is about the way. What if Jeffrey Dahmer was an angry, superpowered alien? That's it. Battle Beast is a superpowered, perpetually angry Jeffrey Dahmer. Yeah, there you go. That ain't enough to get you. That ain't enough to get you reading it. I don't know what will. You know what I'm saying? Just to see this crazy bastard's adventures and what he's gonna get into and what. See, he eating and looking for a fight, and that's just all there is to it. He wants that's his mantra. I want to be beaten, or I want to beat everybody. And that's I stay mad. So I'm just gonna keep fighting. I want to fight somebody. Give me somebody to fight. He's the ultimate crash out. So for you people that be mad about the story not having enough action, or it ain't enough going on in the story, y'all cats need to read Battle Beast, because even when he ain't fighting somebody, he doing something that make you go, damn. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm good with it. Plus is aliens, so ain't no colors. So we can't throw that card. White writers and white artists. Wait a minute, Battle Beast is white. Never mind. I can't even go there. Ain't that the man that put that work on in Invincible? Yes, that's that man. Yes. Battle Beast is a psycho and a sociopath, a psychosociopath. Is there such a thing? Can you be a psychosociopath? I guess you could. The Thundercats kicked him out of the group. Yeah, and not because he didn't fit in the group. They kicked him out of the group because he wouldn't change his name to Battle Cat. I refuse to have the same name as that green-furred coward. That's the type of shit Battle Beast would say. That's, yeah. Y'all read Battle Beast, man. I'm telling you. And he's the type of person, I don't want to do that. You need to do that. What if I do not do it? Are you going to fight me? You know, just everything got to go into a fight. He wanted to fight with the damn computer. And he couldn't fight the computer, so he's like, I will find where your core is and I will devour it. He threatened to eat the damn CPU. So the computer was like, oh, okay, I do what you say. Battle Beast is a whole crash out. I'm telling you. Sabretooth ain't got nothing on him. If y'all ain't reading it, it's only issue 2. Issue 2 came out yesterday. So it ain't too late to jump on and do the damn thing with it. Y'all feel me? Yeah. Okay. Wow. I am making great time tonight. Thundercats were like, look, we got to fight these motherfuckers. Battle Beast versus Battle Pope. Battle Beast versus Battle Angel. That might be a good one too. Now, Battle Beast probably carve her ass up and eat all the soft parts. Oh my goodness. Rock with me, nation. Rock with me, nation. Rock. Hey, and just so y'all know, earlier with the Marvel thing, like all you do is hey, Kate Blanchett did a great job as Hela. There, I'm done. Anyway, look at, as y'all know, your boy is a huge fan of the Yautja aka Predators. There is currently a Predator movie out on Netflix right now called Predator, Killer of Killers. That ain't the Predator movie I want to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about this right here. This is a image of the movie Predator, Badlands. And I think for the first time, we are going to get a Predator story told from the perspective of the Yautja and not, thank you, Beth, and not from the humans around it that it is hunting. That I'm there for. Dan Trachtenberg, he directed Prey. That was the one with the little Indian girl, and the Predator there, dealing with the Comanches. That was a good one. This one right now, Killer of Killers. This is also a great Predator movie. I recommend both of those, and I am definitely rocking with this one. This is the third Predator installment that's being brought to us by Dan Trachtenberg. And Trachtenberg he said he definitely has a vision for the Predator franchise. I like where he's taking it so far. Prey took place in the past. Predator, Killer of Killers, takes place kind of in the present. And this one, Predator Badlands, will take place in the future because also featured alongside him, I forget the actress's name, but she is playing a Weyland Yutani artificial person. Remember Bishop from Aliens? She's going to be one of those. So I wonder if the Predators are going to cut her ass in half like they did, like the Alien did Bishop. That might be fun to watch. But from what I understand, what I've read, a synopsis of the plot, the young Yautja has been disgraced, and he is trying to find a way to win his honor back. It is already going to be a hero's journey type of story. Who ain't there for the hero's journey of a Yautja? There, Anansi. That's why I love the Rock With Me Nation. Y'all knowledgeable. Yes, Elle Fanning. She is playing the artificial person that I would love to see get chopped up in half or in quarters or thirds or however they decide they're going to chop her up. Chop her up. She's an artificial person. It won't hurt, right? Bishop didn't look to be in pain. He looked uncomfortable, but he didn't look to be in pain, right? Can't wait to see Badlands. Got to carve out time for kill. Yes, you do, Kamoyo. You will not be disappointed. And I want Predators based on those Yautja in Killer of Killers. I need a Berserker Predator. I need a Ronin Predator. And I need a Pilot Predator. Pilot Predator, that's kind of take it or leave it. But Berserker and Stealth, definitely. Because, man, that Stealth alien had a hell of a weapon. Both of them did, but I liked, because ninja and stealth, and, I'm leaning more towards that versus brute force. But, yeah, he had, you better watch it. That's all I got to say. You better watch it. You're going to be mad if you don't. YN. I ain't gonna lie, Kaboyo. I thought the N stood for something else. You put YN, like, Yacha in? Hey, Yacha, what's up, my in? My niggas. Oh, it ain't nothing but me, y'all. Rocking with the Rock With Me Nation. I think a very nice place. Since ain't nobody got nothing else to say about Yacha, I'm going to assume we is good and we all gonna be pulling up for Predator Badlands in November, and I will be able to possibly give you a out of theater review, because I plan to go see it in theater. I ain't wait for the stream. I'm like I said, I got love, peace, and respect to the Yacha. My wife has brought me coffee. I shouldn't be drinking coffee so late. Now I'm not going to be able to fall asleep. Hey, y'all, you know what happened? It ain't a lot of black figures out there, so I got to kind of improvise and get what I like on the fly. And for me, y'all, a really, really super inexpensive, and when I say inexpensive, I mean inexpensive, balling on a budget as collection you can put together, Justice Society. Now, don't get me wrong. There are one or two characters in the Justice Society, Justice League, Justice Society. They figures are super expensive, more than most people would be willing to pay. Hawk Girl, the latest Hawk Girl, is getting up there in price. The Spectre, climbing in price. Starman, climbing in price. So if those are three that you want to get, you're going to have to take the plunge and get them now. Otherwise, they're going to be like $100 and you ain't going to want to get them. So I would say do that sooner than later. Cause look there. I'm finna order that right now. What you ordering? Commander Steel. Yep. Getting it. Glad I am. Bad. No, smart Alec. Forget you. Just for that. Next show. Y'all getting stirred. Anyway, real cheap. Get you some here. Less than 40. You ready? Justice Society member. For those that don't know. That's a cool picture on the back of her, too. She used to date Kyle Rayner. This one, man, it kept looking at me, man. I don't know what it was. I'm like, it ain't impressive. It's not crazy, but I don't know. It was just something about it. I don't. Who am I kidding? The price. The price. The price. The price. That's a nice looking figure. I might pull that out. But yeah, there's that. All three under $40. So here's a score. I like that Dr. Fate too. You know what? Okay, I'm pulling both out. Trust these. Yeah, let's see. Let's see what Rex Tyler look like out of the box. Because one's a cloth cape and one's not a cloth cape. And I've kind of been like leaning more towards like cloth capes now. Action figures kind of becoming my journey. You know what I mean? Okay. That's what you got right there. Y'all ain't feeling Our Man? Our Man. You got superpowers, but you can only have them for an hour. That sounds like some 1940 stuff. You know what I'm saying? Place limitations on yourself, because when people become too powerful, it makes the public panicky. Right? I hate these. That's the only thing I don't like about McFarlane figures. This stuff right here, having to clip it off. So annoying. Okay. Oh my goodness. How much of this does you need? Lord mercy. Lord of mercy. There. Last one, I think. That cape will be annoying to get back in the plastic. All capes should be cloth capes. When I get my action figure company, all capes will be cloth capes. End of conversation. It's better for posing. It's better for wire capes specifically. A hefty piece of plastic there. Rex Tyler has a lot of posability factor. And, there he is. Rex Tyler, aka the Our Man. Okay. And as I suspected, I don't like the cape, because what does he look like at rest when he's not in a dynamic pose? Because, okay, that's cool when he's in a dynamic pose, but what does he look like just standing there? Like that. While it is very cool looking, I would not have a problem cutting that right here, right about the collar area, right around there in the back, and replacing that with a yellow cap. Matter of fact, I may do just that, senor. Our Man, on a scale of 1 to 10, he gets about 15 minutes. I don't know. Let's check out Kent Nelson, man. Let's see, because he's got a wire cape. That's how I feel, Kamoya. Cloth for the mowing wind. What Theo say? Bruh, you are the Todd McFarlane king. Hey, what was being said in your live yesterday? Don't have to call him a king for him to know he's king. It's by what he does, not what he says, that makes him a king. Okay, I already like this already. I already like the way Kent Nelson feel in my hand. You know what I mean? It feels lighter with the and is it? Oh, and it's wire capes. Everybody who made action figures, wire capes. That is all. If it ain't got a wire cape, it ain't worth the time. If it ain't got wire, it don't make sense. You got to give it up. Be the crown prince. DJ Quick. I used to love DJ Quick back in the day, man. Quick need to make another album, man. Y'all used to rock with DJ Quick. I'll never drink again if you just let me live. I thought you wasn't drinking no more. Yeah, right. When they come, oh, we doing the same old shit tonight. Boom, boom. Tonight's the night. Tonight is the night. Yep. That whole little clique, you know what I'm saying, with the twins and AMG and Domino. They had a nice little clique there. Nice little Quick had them a little production, pipeline going, you know. But anyway, enough about DJ Quick, because this Dr. Fate is about to jump out. Woo wee! Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Already, I'm feeling it. Already. Okay. He ain't gonna be the ominous and mysterious Dr. Fate. This is more the heroic kind of Dr. Fate. If y'all been keeping up with Justice Society, there's another Dr. Fate now. And his costumes is a little bit different now. Still, Naboo helmet, you know what I'm saying? But he's got more of an Egyptian feel to it. I guess that's the best way I could put it. If you want to see what I'm talking about, you're gonna have to pick up the latest issues or Google recent Dr. Fate costume. But yeah, there you go. Put that heroic, you know what I'm saying? You're standing out there in the wind, you know what I mean? Got the cape flying, you know what I mean? Wire case, baby, is the way to go all day, every day. Put that down, and then you can just put it down, and he's, right back to. Bruh, Naboo is looking. I like that. And those are my school colors, by the way. Maybe that's why it's. Maybe if he had some hands, you know what I'm saying, that was more where he was casting spells, look a little more magical. Other than that, I'm digging the OG Fate. Yeah, that is. Now, it would be even nicer if you could take the helmet off. But then I know a lot of putting it on, taking it off, putting it on, taking it off, putting it on, taking it off. That's going to wear out the, the suction, the tightness of the helmet. So, yeah, maybe it's best just have Naboo do what he do. Maybe repaint it and make it a little more metallic looking, like the in Injustice, the game, when you're fighting, and you know, some of the downloadable content is the nth metal costumes, got that shine on them, maybe something like that. But that is Dr. Fate and our man. I think I am going to save Jenny Lee Hayden for a later action figuring. Oh yeah, talking about Dr. Fate. And Nazi say, I keep thinking that Dr. Fate can be turned into Blue Marvel with that helmet. It would just need a fin at the top of the helmet and, of course, a different color scheme. Discovery. Isn't that wonderful? Leo said that new Dr. Fate is the proper Dr. Fate. Yeah, he's got a shiny. Where is that Dr. Fate? I do have it. He's got more of a shiny, more metallic finish, more of his. Oh, hold up. I think I see it. Excuse me a second. I'll grab it. It's hot, man. It's hot. I think. Is that Dr. Fate? Is Dr. Fate here? Is he here? No, I do not think he is here. Yeah. Thought I saw one. Yes, I didn't. No, I think Dr. Fate over there in there. All right, we ain't gonna fish Dr. Fate out. Not today. Yeah. Okay. Paul Martin. So you're saying cloth capes like the Mego ones are whack? Yeah, they are, because you can't pose them and they aren't made of cloth. Wire capes, best kind of cape ever made. I put a wire cape up against any cape you got. There. How about that? As far as posability and durability and you know what I'm saying? Diversity. Wire capes are more diverse. Look. I just showed you today all the things I can do with this one, cape-wise, versus this one, where while that's cool in a stationary pose, that limits the poses you could put them in. I mean, and have them looking realistic. But that, boom, and it didn't take nothing. Cape look like it's blowing in the wind. Thank you, wire cape. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it ain't even a contest. Ain't even close. DLC, I was speaking of the one from the JSA comics. That's more like how he should have looked ethnically. Yes. Yes, it is, Theo. You are 100% correct, sir. Love it when a plan comes together. I love it when a plan comes together. Let me see here. Lottie-dottie. We likes the body. We don't call trouble. We don't cover the body. Okay. All right. Okay. I do believe. Ooh. It'll be 8 p.m. Ooh, okay. I'm going to have to fix that. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious me. All right. Folks on the West Coast, as far as the hang on. Paul Martin is asking a question I just have to answer. Do I have an Amazing Man figure? The answer to that question is no, because I do not believe they have made an Amazing Man figure. And if they are, they haven't made one in the era of posability. Okay? If they got an Amazing Man with the Mattel line, those are the ones that are comparable to Marvel Legends. But if it's before then, the posability is garbage. There's no articulation, and nobody wants that Amazing Man anyway. If they do have one with 10 points of articulation, don't nobody want that. 10 or 12 points of articulation. That's terrible. It don't move. It's just... that's it. That's all you get. You know what I'm saying? You can't put them in no kind of pose. So, you know what I mean? I ain't tripping. Anyways, like I was saying, on my press material for the Joe Illidge show, it says at a special time, 4 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. That 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. So I will correct that and get that out there. I don't think y'all going to be able to too much tell the difference, but just looking at the numbers, you'll know. 5 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. 5 p.m. Pacific. 5 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. Okay, got that right. 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. That's going to be an earlier time. So y'all make sure y'all pull up at that early. Matter of fact, I just put it out there for y'all to, get the thing so you can pull up at the earlier time. All right. I'm telling you, you're gonna be proud to be a member of the Rock With Me Nation tomorrow evening when we rock out this interview with Brother Illidge. I am thrilled to pieces. I'm excited. I am ready for it to go down. All right. Long as we waited, long as we done talked about it, I want it to pay off. I really do want it to pay off. And I am confident. I have studied and I am ready to go. And I know my man Theo has studied and he is ready to go. So we're going to go ahead and rock this thing out. Right now, as far as me, I'm about to go hang out with Grogu for a little while. Wink, wink. And chill, because it's getting hot in this room and the window ain't open. So I'm going to have to get the heck out of here because that light's beaming now. But yeah, as far as comics, this weekend, Ultimate Wonder Woman and Battle Beast #2. Keep your eyes peeled for those. Also, I will be bringing you Gotcha Man #10. Stuff's getting thick with G-Force, man. If y'all ain't on board for that, I don't see you. I don't want to see you, as Morris Day used to say. But look here, y'all. Rock With Me Nation, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all coming out to kick it with a brother on Freedom Day. I hope this Freedom Day has been one that, you can remember. If not, I don't know what to tell you. I'm done. I'm through stalling. I'm getting ready to get up out of here. Thank y'all so much. That's it for now. But fret not, I will be coming at you with another one of the other ones. And until I do, y'all be good. Be good to each other. Y'all pull up tomorrow for the Joe Illidge thing. I'm out.